Yay. Okay. Thank you, Amy, for that. I appreciate that. Okay, almost forgot to record. All right, Grandma. So we're going to start with what I call a connection exercise. Helps me get connected to your energy. So what I need you to do is sit with both feet flat on the floor for just a minute. And then when I'm done talking, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it directly towards me and give me a minute to focus.
That you right?
Shh. Okay, slow this down. You have a lot of souls stepping forward, more than I expected. All right, here we go. This beginning part, I call this the puzzle dump because for me, it feels just like when you're building a puzzle. You got to dump out all the pieces and then organize those to figure out how they fit together. When we do that connection exercise, there's a huge amount of information that washes over my senses, but I'm not in your life to know how all these pieces fit together. So I'm going to explain to you everything I'm picking up, and then we'll go back and figure out how that fits, okay? Right away, two people step forward holding hands. That's my symbol that they were married or together here in the physical world. I'm going one above you. I'm guessing this is parents. But they are very much together and they show me the heart going around the two of them. Feels like distance or space in between, like, it feels like, okay, so let me say this better. There's a lot of relief to be reunited on that side. It feels like one passed some time before the other one. And if they went pretty close together, then it was an eternity for them because see, time is relative. So all I know is they have huge relief to be reunited on that side. And your mom, she shows me the body scan, which is my symbol for more than one issue in the body or pain throughout the body. And she's jumping up and down, wanting you to know how much mobility she has on that side. Free mobility. So there must have been some kind of issue here in the physical world where she was slowing down a lot or had a lot of pain in the body. She's also showing me that the dizzy mind, which is like dementia, Alzheimer's, stroke, or an inability to communicate at the very end. Oh, she didn't like it when I said dementia, Alzheimer's. I think she was clear up until the very end. I think this means that I wasn't able to say goodbye. I wasn't able to communicate at the very end. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you understand the mobility piece that she's bringing through? The part about having more than one issue in the body and being able to move so much better on that side now?
Nah, she died with congestive heart failure. So maybe that's,
So that will be the dizziness and the not able to say goodbye, which would be why she corrected me when I said it could have been stroke or Alzheimer's. She's like, none of that. I was sharp right up until the end. I just didn't get
yeah,
a chance to say goodbye. But she's also emphasizing again that there must have been some pain going on before this happened. That I don't know if she talked about that or let you guys know about that, but she's definitely showing me that there was indications of this before it actually happened. Do you understand that?
yes.
Because it was impacting her quality of life. She's making me feel like, because on the other side, she's bouncing around. She's like, look at everything I can do. I can do everything again. I'm so happy. And here's the thing, your dad is also on the other side. Now, did one pass a long time before the other one? Because they're showing me the heart going around the two of them, which is my symbol for healing and reconnection. And there's a lot of relief to be reunited.
Yeah, my mother went first.
Got ya. So, and your dad loved her right up until the end, hey? Like, big
Yes.
time. Because he just, as soon as you said my mom went first, he's like, I got her back, I got her back, I got her back, I got her back. Like, he's like, oh, she's here. He's so grateful that she's on the other side with him. Now, here's the thing, they have a couple of souls underneath of them as well. Is your husband on the other side as well, hun? Do you have a spouse on the other side?
Yes.
Because he's definitely coming through as well.
Well, I got two of them.
Yeah, you don't say, because what did she say? They just showed me that they were bringing through a couple of young souls as well. It's going to be really fun when you get to heaven.
Yeah.
It's interesting because one feels like he died pretty young, like very young. Like I would say 30s, 40s, maybe. Like he definitely didn't live till a very old age on that side or on this side. Do you understand that?
Uncle Dick was older. It was my husband. He was 55, like 4 or something like that.
Really?
Hmm.
Grandpa was that young?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
You know, they're both watching over you right now. They're talking about the mobility and the legs, and they keep going to your legs and massaging your legs. Have you had some mobility issues recently?
I fell and broke my hip
Oh,
3 years ago.
so they've been very much trying to watch over you ever since that and try to give you comfort and make sure that you know. Because as soon as you said that, they said that it's almost like I felt like this fear of being alone again. Like when you fell and broke your hip, were you alone there at the time? Like had to wait? I can feel that energy.
Yes.
They want to let you know that that's never going to happen again. That if you ever fall, if anything like that happens, that they are going to bring you help because they're with you. They see everything going on. You're never alone, not a single second in this world. And you don't have to be afraid of that ever again. They're going to make sure that never happens. You understand?
Yes.
The one husband is just so in love with you. Like, I mean, they both
Yeah.
are, but the second one, so your first husband died. You didn't get divorced. He died, correct?
You got right.
And he's funny too, just so you know, because he said, "You're welcome that I died. You're lucky that I died, because that's the only way you would be here."
Oh, damn it.
Pardon?
That wasn't us.
Set this down. Do you have somebody's urn? They're showing me an urn. I know you have Timmy's urn, but this isn't Timmy. This is somebody else. And I'm seeing an urn.
Grandpa Dick got buried,
Yeah.
and other grandpa died and was buried.
Yeah.
They're talking about Uncle Henry. I bet you any money.
It could be
Bet you.
my son just died,
Sweetie, yes.
and he's in it.
They're
Got you.
cremating.
They
him, she said.
cremated him.
This is who's stepping
That is-
forward. And your grief and pain around that soul is why they had to use a symbol instead of just him stepping forward. Because grief and pain can distort the energy field, making it trickier for me to connect, especially when you have all these young souls forward. So he's just showing me the urn. He's like, see, this is how I know it's me, because I'm different than the rest of them. And he likes it that way.
Uh-huh.
He's showing me the choices and decisions, my symbol for the choices and decisions, and thanking everybody for the choices and decisions that they made around his passing. He says that his passing was sudden, unexpected. Like, he also shows me the body scan, which is more than one issue or pain throughout the body, but the very end came very fast, like something very fast. You understand?
Yeah, it did.
He needs you to know he's okay, though, Mom. He's like, Mom, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I promise you I'm okay. He's hanging out with your parents over there. He's hanging out with both dads on the other side. He's got an uncle or something over there because I felt huge
Yes.
relief to be reunited with my favorite uncle, is kind of how I felt that.
Yes, he does.
Is he named after that
Uncle
guy as
Bob.
well?
Well,
Who's he named after? He's showing me the named after.
He's his father.
So, and his father's on that side too.
Yes.
Yeah. See, they're all connected. They're all together on
See?
that side.
told you he would come through.
Yeah.
Told you.
Did he smoke here in the physical world?
Yes.
Because he's smoking like a chimney on the other side.
Oh.
And he said that you smell it sometimes. Like if you're out and about, I know sometimes if you're in the house around a bunch of smokers, you might not notice the difference. But when you're outside, out and about, all of a sudden you get a whiff of smoke. It comes out of nowhere and there's no one around you. Your son wants you to know that he's there with you.
Oh.
He likes the picture. He's showing me a picture of him as a little boy and then as a man. And I don't know what that means. Do you have a picture of him as a little boy and a man side by side?
No. I'm trying to think.
Grandma, you got thousands of pictures
I got-
and you want me to look around?
That's okay. Hold
I-
on. I just see
You
this
might
little
wanna put a break.
boy.
You have only the grandkids.
I got pictures of him, but
Oh, you got a wall of pictures. This is what he's showing me.
yes, I do.
Yeah,
Because he's showing me his face on the wall, and I'm seeing him as a baby, and then I'm seeing him as a man. And I'm like, why am I seeing these two pictures? And as soon as you guys got up and started looking around, he's like, from birth to death, every picture you could imagine on this freaking wall.
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, you have
I
always.
do.
But you have all the grandbabies up
Yeah.
here now. Your great grandbabies,
Yeah.
basically.
It feels like there's been some moving them around a little bit recently as well. He needs you to know that he was with you for that. He just wants the family to have some peace and not worry about him anymore. It feels like everybody worried about him for so long. He was like, we were so worried about him. And I'm not sure. I feel a little bit of, this is my symbol for the breaking of an addiction. So I'm not sure if what that was, because we can be addicted to more things than just substances, right? Maybe this is just bad food and like smoke and just a lifestyle. It feels like he lived hard. Hey,
Yeah.
as soon as I say that, he's like, shows me the baseball analogy where they slide into home base, filthy head to toe. He's like, I did it my way. I loved my life. Just know that he loved his life. Was this like a month ago? Like very recent?
Yes. Friday.
Oh, like
Yeah.
a week ago. Not
Yeah.
even.
Yeah.
No.
Interesting. See, he's like, I didn't waste any time. I came right up here. I saw my dad. That's what I needed to know. And then he sent you the dimes. Have you been finding the dimes? Or you guys are in the States, so you could have found the pennies as well. Have you noticed those? Watch around you.
Downstairs lately.
No.
Well, watch, because they send them.
No.
Timmy sends Boo them all the time.
Spirit uses, have you ever heard the saying pennies from heaven or dimes from heaven? Never heard that saying?
No.
Spirit uses, they don't have a physical body to let you know when they're around you. So they have to use signs and symbols. One of the signs that they use is dimes and change and pennies and things like that because it's readily available. It's all over the place. So they will line you up with that when they want you to know that they're around. So watch for that. When you get out of the car, when you're like in your house, whatever, you see a penny sitting there and you're like, how did that get there? That was your son.
Oh.
He just needs you to know that he's okay. And you're both husbands on that side. Because one is a dad and one is a stepdad, yes?
Yes.
They're both watching over him though. It's interesting because was there some struggle or challenge between him and the stepdad? A little bit?
Yeah. Yes.
Because he showed me that and then he showed me the heart going around the two of them and they've made peace on the other side. They need you to know that.
Oh, that's good.
They didn't get along, huh?
Just loving you so much. He's like, I love you, Mom. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I just need you to know that you were the best mom and that you did everything right and that he's still very much with you and he's never going to go away. So watch those signs and symbols and remember that there's no such thing as fluke, random, or chance. That is their energy putting you in the right place at the right time to give you a message so that you'll know they're with you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And then your mom, as they're pulling back, your mom goes, and I got him. This is my baby. I got my grandbaby over here. And she's just doing a lot of like what I call grandma gush, like loving on him. Saying, don't you worry about it. He's getting all the love he needs over here. You just worry about you here in the physical world. We got him over here. He's good.
Oh.
I'm sorry, honey. Now they're pulling their energy back. I hope that
Hang
was...
on, quick question.
Yeah.
Because I was supposed to last week ask you this, but I forgot. So let me ask you now while you're on her. She wants to know if which grandfather is the one dressed up for her, waiting for her. see, we got, my biological grandfather, then we got Grandpa Dick. And Grandpa Dick is the one that basically raised us because my other grandfather passed away when we were kids, so. Because I told her that he was waiting, because you told us that he was waiting for her in a suit. And she's like, which one? It better be Grandpa Dick.
That's the second one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Of course it is. It's funny when you ask that question, the first guy goes, "Since when did I wear a suit?" Psh. But the second guy, here's the thing. Remember the message that he first brought through, and he said, "You're welcome. You're welcome for me dying. Otherwise, you wouldn't have had her." That message is because your second husband is so darn grateful that he had you in his life. That's why your first husband's giving him that message. It's like, this Grandpa Dick is his name. He is so grateful. Like, all I feel is an enormous gratitude for you being in his life. He's the one standing there with chocolates and flowers and dressed in a suit. And you know why? And I just got why. Because he wants you to remember him, that he's the best looking guy. He's the best husband. Don't go to the young guy. Just because he died younger doesn't mean that you go back to him. You come to me. I'm the good looking guy in the suit. Come to me. He's like trying to entice you to make sure that you don't go back to your first husband. He loves you so much. The first guy does too, but it feels like he's a soulmate friend that has been watching over you for a very long time from the other side, and he knew that you were very much deeply in love with Dick, and so he's not going to interfere with that. His job was to help you create these babies, and like I tell people all the time, every soul has a purpose, and not every soul's purpose is to live until we're 100. Sometimes their purpose is to come here and make the babies, to give them the DNA that they need, and then they leave and somebody else comes in and their purpose is to be the dad. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
This man's purpose was to come in and love you like crazy, and that didn't stop just because his physical body died. He's still madly, deeply in love with you on the other side. He's like, they made a song about that, madly, deeply in love. And I think it's New Kids on the Block. I don't know. It's an old one. But
Oh,
yeah, that's how he feels. And that's how he wants you to know that it is definitely him on that side, all dressed up, good looking, and waiting for you.
okay.
I hope that
That's
helps.
what I was hoping.
Yeah. Aw. Okay, I'm going to let them pull their energy back, hon. Okay, so I'm going to come over to my twin friend here. I don't remember. Why do I keep forgetting your name? Jennifer. 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 Can I say it 15 times? Whew. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How exciting. Is it your birthday today? Why do I
No,
feel birthday? I know that there's a birthday connection around now, and he's standing here with a flower. So why do I see that?
my dad's birthday is 23rd.
Got ya. His birthday.
His birthday's Friday.
See? Isn't that funny? So he aligns you here. And just so you know, that was pretty cool how he did that. I didn't know you bought a ticket last week to the group, and yet he chose you. Isn't that
Mhm.
funny? Because he knew he had to pull out the stops twice.
Yeah, my mom was so happy.
Uh-huh. Okay. Because he hasn't been there very long, has he?
My dad's been there 15 years.
I think I said that to you the first. He said, you said that the first time too, Tracy, because it feels like yesterday. As soon as you bring up your mom, it feels like it was yesterday. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah. We were just talking about that.
Pardon?
Just talking about that.
So that's who you want to talk to?
Yeah, let's talk to my dad.
Awesome. All right, let's do this, sweetie. Is your sister in the room?
No, my daughter is.
Okay, because all I know is he's pointing at somebody over there and he goes, I know she's there. She's right there. Hi, I see her too. She's right there. I see her.
My daughter figured out.
Pardon?
That's my daughter, Beta. That's his grandmother.
This is why I make people pay extra money when they bring a friend, because Spirit won't ignore them. They don't. But your dad's gonna, he's like, I'm gonna focus on my daughter. I just had to mention my granddaughter too. Let's do this. Both feet flat on the floor, hun. I want you to close your eyes, and then I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it directly towards me, and give me a minute to focus. Oh, okay, so right away, your dad's like, I'm not telling you how I died again. We already been through that. Quick.
Right,
Was this heart attack?
right.
Because that's what he
Nope.
did. He was like, boom, it's quick. Let's go. We're not doing that.
Nope. It was a brain aneurysm.
Still quick. I feel the
Yeah.
impact. Whew. Anyway, okay, Dad, slow down. As soon as we did the connection exercise, he showed me all of that. And then he goes, I want to talk about everything that they were talking about since the first time that we connected last week. He's talking about that he's been more alive in the last week than he has been in some time, that we've been talking about him, thinking about him, giving him things to do. He's like, I did that. I helped with that. You asked your dad to help with something and he did. What
Yes.
was this?
We are actually, he is trying to help us in the process of getting a house. So fingers crossed by the end of March, hopefully.
Something else, though, more recent, because he's like, yeah, that's in the works. But something else you've asked for and he delivered. Like you got the message because he's awfully excited. They get excited like this when you start understanding their language. So if they send you a sign or a symbol and you're like, that's got to be my dad, or this means dad's here, and you talk to him, he's like, yeah, she understood me. She knew I was there. She heard me. She understood.
Oh, the flowers and the plane. The plane meant that my mom wanted to go to Italy.
Oh.
My mom was talking to his granddaughter Jada. They were talking to each other about it, and she wants to go to Italy. That's where she wants to go.
And that was a message. See, this is where they trip me up sometimes because I don't remember the messages after I deliver them, but you guys do. So I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, she knows what I'm talking about.
The plane. My mom wants to go to Italy. My dad must have heard her because when you said plane, he said she was good to go. So she's so
And
excited.
you were like, I don't know what that means, but she knew.
As soon as I got with you, I asked, and Jada was like, Mom, me and Nana were talking, and she wanted to go to Italy. That's where the plane meant, because she was listening on the live. She goes, that's where the plane meant, that Nana wanted to go to Italy.
Your dad's singing, you are so beautiful to me. He's so in love with your mom, let me tell you. Like,
Oh,
he's making me feel like she is the most beautiful girl in the entire world.
he was always in love with my mom. They were best friends. So after they got divorced, they were still close. They were very close.
Oh, yeah, he does not feel divorced, let me tell you. Slow this down, Dad. He wants you to know that he's reunited with the gentleman on the other side. Does he have a brother on that side? Because there's somebody to the side that feels like passed some time ago. Pardon?
My grandfather, his father.
Must have been young when he passed then, because they look almost the same age.
My grandfather was older. I don't know how old he was. He passed some few backs before my dad passed away.
There's somebody else there as well. As soon as you say that, he's like, no, dad's right there. There is another soul that is to the side that your dad is bringing forward. Now, to the side can be cousin, friend, sibling, something like this. But there is a young soul stepping forward, and your dad's like literally showing me arm in arm. Feels like they've been on that side for some time.
Oh, wow. That could be so many people.
This person feels like they passed in a tragedy because I taste blood. So it doesn't necessarily mean there was blood, but it means that the passing would have been tragic and it would have affected him. Because as soon as we start talking about mom, he's like, tell mom I reunited with him here. He's here, he's here, he's here. Does mom have a brother on the other side?
No.
It's
No.
somebody to the side, and it feels like somebody that they both knew.
I'm sure they.
And then he's showing off. He's just so showing off. He's like, ah. Because, he just told you that message earlier at the last group about the plane. You didn't know what it meant then. And then you asked mom and she knew what it meant. He's like, I know what I'm talking about. She knows who it is. Just tell her we've connected on this side.
So young that passed.
Feels like a car accident or something, like some type of accident.
Male or female?
It's male.
So that
I know.
He's like, okay, stop trying to figure it out. I got a few more things to say. She's not gonna wait, so hold on. You can figure that out later. He put the white blanket around your shoulders, hun. The white blanket is my symbol for watching over somebody that has health or stress issues. And he's slowly but surely, it feels like peeling these off, like an onion, one at a time, like the layers of stress off your life, one at a time.
Yes.
And then is your daughter graduating this year? Because he's attending a graduation in spirit as well. He's talking about getting so excited about attending a graduation. And if it's not this year, it's next year. But I am going to that graduation. How old is your
No.
daughter?
My daughter's 23.
Yeah, I graduated. in 18.
She graduated 2018.
So one, he definitely went, when you said graduate 2018, you mean high school, right?
Yeah.
Has she been thinking about going back to school?
Here and there.
Here and there. She said here and there, yeah.
Because what did Dad said? He said, oh, I will be going to that graduation. It might be a year or two yet, but I am going. They will graduate. He's like letting her know that if she wants to go back to school, that she's going to be very successful, whatever that is that she wants to do. And he knows she's been thinking about that and weighing her options because he's telling me he will be attending that graduation too. Very proud of her as well. He's talking about everybody making big changes. And it's interesting because your dad just put the heart around your entire family, which is my symbol for healing. Feels like you guys have just been like, and then he like rocks the boat. Like it feels like we've been just through like a whole bunch of shit lately.
We have, and we pray to him, and we have been through a lot lately. A lot.
So he just is so excited that you now know that he can still be here and help you. And he's like, so, but you got to make sure that you tell me exactly what you want. And I think that's the change. You've been changing the way that you've been talking to him the last week and been more specific about what you need.
I did. I talked to him every day. I did talk to him about my Uncle Danny. I wonder if that's what he was talking about.
Who's Uncle Danny? To the
He-
side.
He's my dad, like really, like we're family. So that's the only one we were talking about the other day was him.
And Uncle Danny's on the other side?
Yes. And he died in a tragic car accident.
Hello? Do you see what I'm saying? They do not change the message just because I don't understand it. They just say it again and again and again until you figure it out. And your dad just, he was like, she'll get it. Don't worry. She knows who it is. Just, it's all good. So what happens is when you're sitting there talking about your dad and talking about Uncle Danny, then when Dad gets a chance to connect with me, he's going to bring Uncle Danny through as well and be like, yeah, you were just talking about us. How did you not know that's who I was talking about?
I just had to click it because I was in shock real quick. I was like, wait, the only one I was talking about was Danny.
Yeah. Because they're very much all watching over you and wanting you to tell them exactly what you need. Because when you say, all right, I need a new house, I need the money to buy it, I need the right neighborhood, you be specific exactly what you want, then they will take you there. If you are saying, tell me what to do, you get suggestions. He said that you've done some fine tuning in the last week and you've been more specific in what you're asking for. So they're working on it. And he's brought forward Danny with him because the two of them are working on it together.
Oh my God, I love that. I do. I love that.
This Danny guy's a card, let me tell you, because the two of them, they play the song, The Boys Are Back in Town. Like, I feel like they're reunited now. Look out. Ha.
Oh my God, there's so many up there, more up there with them. I know.
Yeah.
There's so many. Lord, the boys are back.
I'm hearing this tap, 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 tap. I'm seeing birds. Has there been a bird by your window, tapping at your window recently? Do you know what I'm hearing?
We saw a red cardinal.
No, we haven't seen. I mean, we have birds fly by our windows, but nothing never tapping. Not at least when I'm not home or Jada, not my husband either. So he would have known anything.
So he knows that you connect with the birds. It's interesting. When you said the red cardinal, he's like, I know, that's their sign for me. but he's also like, there's something about tapping and sending you a message.
Why is it?
What did she say? Because I feel like I heard ding, ding, ding. Spirit said ding, 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 but I don't know what you guys are saying to know what they're ding, ding, dinging.
She was talking about the bird. That's
Yeah,
what she
I
was
saw
like. She saw
red cardinal
last week. She saw it in the
last
field.
weekend
Last weekend in the
when I
field.
was walking the dog. It was early in the morning.
Got ya.
And then yesterday, all I've heard was ringing
In your ear?
in each of my ears. All I heard
Got
yesterday.
ya.
We
So
changed
it's
the left side, right side. I just kept ringing all day yesterday.
It's weird.
got ya. So that's why I'm hearing it as two messages in one, because what's going on is that your daughter is a little bit psychically sensitive. So when the dead talk to you, they don't sound like somebody sitting here talking to you like this. They sound like hyperactive senses. So you'll just notice that bird sitting there unnaturally, just weirdly, oddly still. And then you get the ringing in your head. That ringing is a high vibration. That's messages from the dead coming through. I hear that 24/7. 24/7. Even as I'm talking to you right now, I can hear that bzzz in my head. That's how you know that you're hearing the higher vibrations of the world around you. So he is connecting with her in that moment. And if you're physical, if you're not able to hear him physically, then you will hear the knocking. Listen for that, because I'm telling you, he's going to be bugging you all spring, especially when it's time to move. You're going to hear on your window. You're going to know it's time.
Right. Daddy's gonna give me a knock. Let's go.
What?
I said, my dad's gonna give me a knock. Let's go.
That's exactly what it is. And in the meantime, your daughter knows that when she saw that cardinal, she knew that was grandpa. I can tell she just felt it. And so that's why he's giving her that message, because they respond to when you pray, they respond. So when you pray and you talk to them and you say, we need a sign, boom, that's a sign. You see what I mean? And even if you're not psychic enough to hear it, your daughter is. So they line it up with the people that can give you the message that you need to get.
There you go, babe.
He's giving me chocolate cake. Oh yeah, it's his birthday, isn't it? He really wants cake. Pardon?
He loves cake.
Yes, he's giving me chocolate cake. He's like, don't forget the cake on my birthday. I haven't had cake on my birthday for a while. They've treated me like I'm dead. I want cake.
Okay.
You taste, he tastes. So if you guys go out and buy a chocolate cake on his birthday and you put some candles in there and you light the candles, sorry, my face is glowing. And as you're eating that cake, he's there tasting it with you, because he's energy. Your senses are energy. So what you taste and sense, he tastes and sense. So he's like, have some birthday cake for me, please. Have some birthday cake with me. And Danny on that side. And know that when you talk about them, they hear you.
I'm glad. I'm so happy that I know that. Because I talked to my dad and I'd be yelling at my uncle.
Aw. He's pulling his energy back. He's just so excited about everything coming up that he gets to be a part of it again. Not like you guys stopped talking to him altogether, but I can feel like the knob has been turned up in the last week, that there's a lot more. So for example, he showed me his honey-do list, which is this long. And he's like, before last week, it was this big. Now it's this big. They're very specific. They got lots of things for me to do. So watch for those things to show up in your world, because your dad is like so excited to be a part of your life again.
So excited. You
Aw,
better
and
be
then as he pulls his energy back, he shows me that heart going around you and your sister. And again, showing me how proud he is of the two of you for healing this energy. It feels like healing and coming back together. I don't know if you guys had a period of struggle or challenge or something, or because he's like, shows me that sign and then shows me the heart coming back together and how proud he is of you guys.
Yeah, we had our grandmother passed away, and then we had trouble with my nephew. So yes, it's big. It's been a lot.
Your grandma's like, your dad's pushed her back. As soon as you said my grandma passed away, she's like, that's me. He's like, she didn't ask for you. Back up, lady, back up. Yeah, she's here, but it's not her turn. You asked for me. Is that your mom's mom? Because he's treating her like his mother-in-law.
No, well, No, my grandmother and his mom, my other grandmother are there. They passed as well. So it might be my little grandma, might be my mom's grandma. My mom's mom.
Little grandma?
Yeah. Not Grandma Janie.
Maybe, I don't know.
Because she tried to step forward and he pushed her back real quick. He's like jealous. He was like almost like a jealous energy, right? Like, this is my turn, my turn.
Oh boy, Grandma's gonna get mad.
She's sweet. I like this energy. You've got 3 grandmas on the other side. 3. I see 3. Maybe one is a great grandma, but I see 2 shorter ones and a taller one.
Any little grandma.
Your mom's mom,
Hmm.
or your mom was very close with her grandma as well, wasn't she?
Yes.
Because that's who it is. I got both your mom's mom and your dad's mom, but then your mom's grandma stepped forward as well because we said the word grandma. So anybody who associates with the word grandma steps forward and she's like, yep, that's me. Let mom know that her grandma's waiting for her on the other side too. And I don't know if she's named after her or just like her, but she shows me that sign, which is named after or just like, and very much watching over mom here in the
They're-
physical world.
They're just like,
Aw, they're all there. See, this is why I make you guys give me a focus, because when you have that many souls, they're all like, do we get a chance? Slow down. She's like, don't worry, we'll make sure that you get picked again on the live readings. They can do that. They know how to work synchronicity and alignment to put you in the right place at the right time. Now they're working on your sister, they said. Just know that she's going through some harsh stuff in her world as well, so they're working on her too.
I'm glad. Because yeah, she is. A little bit. She is.
They're pulling their energy back. And is she quitting smoking? Is she smoking?
My sister's in the process of trying to stop smoking.
That's what they're showing me, my symbol for the quitting of an addiction, and I can smell the smoke. And they're like, just as we're pulling our energy back, tell her we're really proud of her for quitting smoking.
I will tell her that she's trying to. Like it's trying.
Give her the book, The Easy Way to Quit Smoking by Alan Carr. That's what did it for me, believe it or not. I was a 2-pack a day chain smoker for 25 years, and I did not think I could quit smoking. Every time I tried to quit smoking, it was hell, like the worst hell I've ever experienced. So then when somebody gave me this book one day, it said The Easy Way to Quit Smoking. Just read this book, you won't smoke anymore. I was like, yeah, right. Bullshit. The first paragraph in that book says, that this book is not going to tell you to stop smoking. This book is light a smoke right now. Smoke all the way through the book. This book is just going to tell you or talk about smoking so that by the time this book is over, you're not going to want that cigarette. And for me, I was like, oh yeah, challenge accepted, mofo. Not me. But you wait and see by the time I'm done this book, I won't want to smoke. Yeah, right. So it was right. By the time that book was done, I had half a pack of cigarettes left, and I ended up giving them to my dad, who lived in the same house as me. And I quit, never looked back again, in the house with a smoker. That's
Listen.
how powerful that book is.
Wow. I'm gonna have to give that to her.
I'll have to find it.
All right, I'm letting them pull their energy back. I got somebody over here like tapping me on the shoulder going, hurry up, I've been waiting. I hope that was helpful though, hon.
Thank you, Tracy, so much.
You're very welcome, hon. Okay. Cass or Mackenzie? Who am I going to? Here, Cass, let's go to you first. Who is it you want me to focus on, hon? I feel like I got a younger energy here, but I'm not sure if it's you or not. I think it is. Who do you want me to focus on, hon?
My Kapapa, please.
Sorry, I'm playing with the light at the same time. Your Kappa was your
My grandpa. Sorry, I'm
okay.
French.
Sorry, I was
He's
like,
French,
what?
that's why.
Okay. Oh, I love his energy. It's so interesting because remember how I said I feel like I got a young soul here?
Yeah.
He's reconnected with a young soul on that other side as well.
Okay.
Do you hear that ding? Is that you have a smoke detector binging in the background?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
But that's also spiritual emphasis. Have you ever heard me talk about spiritual emphasis before?
No.
So whenever you hear a ding, a bing, a flash, a beep after you say something, that's spirit's way of using their energy to emphasize whatever you've just said, like with an exclamation point.
Oh,
So he's definitely reunited with a younger soul on the other side. Not sure who that is yet. All right, you ready to do this?
yeah.
Okay. Both feet flat on the floor. I want you to close your eyes, and then I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it directly towards me and give me a minute to focus. His energy is so high, let me tell you. He feels like he was a really happy guy.
He
Just
was.
like I can feel that personality, you know what I mean? As he comes through, the energy just uplifts, and he immediately shows me that he's young again, and he's so excited. He's like, I'm not old anymore, I'm young
Oh
again.
my,
You can really be young on this side.
oh my, that makes so much sense. I'm so sorry to interrupt, but when he passed away within that hour, I felt his energy come to me. And I've never met him when he was young because he was older whenever I was born. And I felt that, and I just felt that he was young. So that just validated it. Thank you.
Absolutely, he did. He's like that. So that's exactly why they show it to me that way. Because and when you said that, I got massive goosebumps all over my body because he needed you to know that that absolutely was him. And what he wanted you guys to know is that he's free on that side, because he's making me feel like everyone was like very much fussing over him. Everyone was so worried about him, and he didn't want to be a burden to anyone. I'm not sure what was going on, but he shows me the body scan, and he feels like everything just kind of happened so quickly at the end, and he could feel like everybody was going to do whatever they had to like keep him here. But that he wanted to go to the other side and let them know that he's free. He's not in that energy anymore. There's definitely a disconnect energy there of not being able to say goodbye or not being able to communicate. And it's one of these situations that feels like everything happens in slow motion and very fast all at the same time. Do you understand that?
Yes, that makes perfect sense. He got cancer and then he did beat it when he was 80. And then it came back, and this cancer, it was very aggressive. So a lot of my family kind of took charge, and there was just a lot of stuff going on with the chemo, trying different type of chemo, radiation, all that. And towards the end, I did go see him before he passed. And when the whole kind of control part, that makes a lot of sense. And he wasn't able to speak at all except just kind of do like little grunts. So that makes
That's
sense.
That's why he shows me that he exited quickly. Like it feels like when he made the decision to go, he just left. He's like,
Mhm.
I saw everything that was going on. I know they didn't expect me to go quite when I went, but it was my time. And I just wanted them to know that I was young and healthy and happy again, so that you guys can all go about your business and do what you need to do here. Hear that beep? Not an accident at that moment in time. Put the white blanket around the lady's shoulders here, though. So your grandmother's still here?
Yes, she is.
Because he's definitely watching over her. He took the yellow and the red rose and he intertwined them. That's interesting. Were they still married here in the physical world?
Yes, they were actually going to celebrate their 72 years of marriage in May. So he was trying to stay alive until May so that he can have his birthday and celebrate with her.
Yeah. Because the yellow rose is my symbol for friendship. Always it means friendship. A lot of times it can mean they will show me the yellow rose if they were separated or divorced as well. But your grandfather took it and literally intertwined it with the red rose, which is my symbol for not only was she the love of my life, she was my best friend.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So he's thanking the family for watching over her now. He's thanking everybody for taking care of her. Is she in a new residence? He's talking about the home or where she is right now and moving stuff around.
So she's still in their home that they stayed in since the 50s, but she's in the process of kind of going through his stuff and just kind of making it her own in a sense.
Because I can see everything being moved around, and he's talking about, but there is help that comes in to check on her as well, right? Because he's saying
Oh
thank
yeah.
you for the people that you have in there. That's exactly it. It's like thank you for everybody coming to her in the residence instead of making her go somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause she does not want to leave her home at all.
He okay, hold on. I gotta get a firm grip. What is this? I don't know what this is. He's making me feel like he created something and that he's been honored. I don't know what he created. Slow this down. He shows me his hands, which when I see dark hands, that's my symbol that I work with my hands or I'm very
Oh,
hands-on.
he was a body man. So, and he took a lot of pride in that. And he was a body man, like, so with paint and stuff like that for
Oh,
cars.
yeah.
And actually, at his funeral, we had the picture of him from the newspaper when he was, I'm gonna say, maybe in the 40s.
Yeah.
And we showed that picture at the funeral. And I
That's
actually have my phone.
he's talking about thank you for that because he felt very honored. You shared what he created and he was so honored by that. Aw. He's so proud of you too, kid. Like this guy feels like he was your best friend, not just your grandpa. He feels like your best friend. Like he keeps showing me this sign, which is my symbol for very close, very close, very close. Even
Yeah.
though it feels like there's distance or space, like either you lived a bit of a distance away from each other, you hadn't seen him in a bit, or how do you understand that?
So growing up, both my grandparents helped raise us, just because of like some stuff going on. So they were pretty well in and out in our lives, like as parents and then as grandparents. And there was a distance between us, about an hour and a half. But like we would go spend a week over at their place, and we were just always with them.
He said you still are. Still are. He's like, now I can be in two places at the same time. That's why he came to let you know he was still with you. He said you've had the dreams about him.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
A night ago, I woke up around like 2, but I was kind of still in like a daze type of thing, so I was still kind of sleeping but not. And I had a dream that I was at his place the second last time I saw him, and when he was still somewhat healthy, but he was still mobile, and just him coming out of the kitchen, and I felt his hug.
Yeah.
And when I woke up, I just started crying, and I felt him in my room, and
Yeah.
wow, wow.
So he needs you to know that that was real and that he was very much there. And he said, sorry it took me so long, but I had to wait until you were healed enough to feel my presence and not wake up and feel my absence all over again. See, they will visit you every night if you will wake up with the energy of like, yay, you're here. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. Thank you so much for being with me. If you wake up from a dream like that and you feel like he's ripped out of your life all over again and you feel his death all over again, then he will wait a long time before he comes back and does that again. Do you see what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, no,
The way you said that though, that's why he's bringing it up, and that's why he allowed you. See, this is why he allowed you to have that dream right before you woke up, because he wanted you to remember it. You only remember the dreams that you wake up during. You can't remember a dream if you don't wake up during it. We have like 50 dreams every night. You don't wake up during a dream and go, that one's boring. I want to remember the one I had 3 before that. It doesn't work that way. So he came into your dream state right in that very touchy area so that he could wake you up and you would remember that he's got you. He hugged you. He's with you. I hear wedding bells around you. Are you married?
yeah, we got married on New Year's Eve.
This year?
Well, like 2023 coming into 2024.
Oh, congratulations. Because I think he
Thank
was there at
you.
your wedding. Was he?
He was not, unfortunately, but I had my aunts there and they took videos and a lot of pictures for him. And that was one of the reasons why we did get married so quick, was so that
See?
he can see them.
There's no such thing as time on the other side. Time is like a movie. So if you think about a movie, you pop it into I was going to say VCR, that's how old I am. Yeah, put the movie on, and what you see on your screen looks like it's happening right now, right?
Yeah.
But it was already recorded. It was already acted out, recorded. It was already all done in the past. It just looks like it's happening right now because it's on your screen. On the other side, time is like that. It's like a movie. You can go to the past, the present, the future. They have access to all of it. First thing he did when he got to that side is went back and visited your wedding in spirit. He said, if you go back and you look at those pictures too, you're going to see an orb. And this is how magical they are. Even though he wasn't technically already gone then, as soon as he passed, he went back and visited that wedding and you captured him in the picture.
That's what that picture. Oh my God. Okay. I thought it was just a snowflake, but okay, that makes sense.
Because he wanted you to know he was there. He wasn't missing it. Aw. And it's funny because he like looks at that young man and he goes, make sure he knows I can see everything from up here. That's my baby girl you got there. You better love her upright. He says that in all humor. Then he puts the white blanket around the two of you and I just feel so happy that you have somebody that loves you the way that you deserve to be loved. He feels peace knowing that you're okay. I don't know who you dated before, but he's like, thank God it's not that wackadoodle. We love this guy. We love this guy. I can be safe and at peace on this side knowing that you have this guy in your life.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Likes the ring too. He's like, he did good on the ring. He did good on the ring. I'll give him that. Looks like a rock is what it feels like.
Yeah, that's true.
He's so okay on that side. So okay. He wants you to know that everything you do from here moving forward, that he's going to be a part of. And that as your grandma is going through that stuff, he wants to let you guys know that he's there with her. It feels like she's trying to figure out, what do I do with this? And what do I do with that? And what do I do with this? And what do I do with that? He's like, tell her not to sweat it. Whatever brings her peace brings him peace. He's not attached to the stuff. He's attached to you guys. And he just wants you guys to be at peace.
Okay.
He's saving her a spot. And are they buried?
No. They have a spot like at the cemetery where you put the urns, like the
Oh,
cremated. They
yeah.
have a plot, whatever it's called there.
See, that's where it gets confusing to me, right? Because he's like, see, we have a spot. This is my spot. I'm waiting for her. Not that there's any hurry, but I'm waiting for her. She's right here, right beside me. Mm. He's pulling his energy back, hon. Aw. He is, and then he goes, oh, one more thing. There's something about babies. Do you already have a
Oh.
child here?
I have a child, and after his funeral, I found out I'm expecting.
I'm telling you, he's like, he's pulling his energy back. He's showing me the baby. He said, there's one here, but tell her I'm hanging out with the baby that's coming.
So that's really, really, really good to know.
Do you have the boy now?
Yes.
And this is a girl?
I guess it could be. I have no clue. We were hoping for that. I haven't even gotten an ultrasound yet or anything. We don't really know how far along I am. We think we're further because there is movement going on, but
Yeah, I
we
feel
don't
like
really know.
4 months, like 16, 17, 18 weeks in there.
Yeah, or that would make sense. That would make sense. I see my little belly get bigger and moving. So, and it does feel different than the pregnancy I had with my son. So,
Well, he shows me 3 in total. And here's the thing. I do see 2 boys and a girl. So, and ding, that happens at that exact moment. Here's the thing. Sometimes what'll happen is that if you say, if we have one of each, we're good, we don't need any more, and we'll stop if this one's a girl, then this one might be a boy. Because if you're meant to have 3 kids, then you'll have the boy and then another boy come, because if you have the girl, you'll stop, and that other boy's supposed to be here.
Oh,
So
okay.
if this is a boy, then just know that girl's on her way because I'm seeing 3, and there's a lot of reassurance about the fact that she is coming. See, ding every time I say that, ding in the background. She is coming. But if this is not her, then she's on her way. And if this is the girl, then there is another decision coming down the line of you guys wanting another child or having another child.
Okay.
It feels like it's up in the air. We're still discussing if we should or we shouldn't have 3.
It hasn't even been like on the table to talk about or anything. So 3
Yeah,
kids is a little bit of a surprise to me.
it's not on the table yet because you're just dealing with the second pregnancy. Trust me, once that's over, it doesn't feel like it's off the table either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hmm. He just needs you to know as he's pulling his energy back that he's not missing anything, that he sees everything going on. He is safe and at peace on the other side and still here with you in the physical world. That everything, you're planning a tattoo for him?
I kind of thought about it really quick, but
He
didn't
wasn't a
really.
huge fan of tattoos, was he?
No, he was not a fan of any type of piercings, tattoos whatsoever.
Because he
So
said,
whenever
I
I was
know
gonna
you're
be
thinking about doing that tattoo. He's like, there's other ways you can honor me. If you do, great. I'm not going to tell you no, but you don't have to do that.
Yeah, no, he was a very, very conservative man.
Aw. He's like, what is this was stuff? Is.
Still is, yeah.
He's pulling his energy back, hon. I hope that was helpful.
That was very helpful. Thank you so, so much.
You're very welcome. Okay, Mackenzie. Mackenzie. There we go. Oh, I get to see your beautiful face. Yay!
You do.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Who do you want me to connect to?
My dad is on the other side.
Is his mom there as well?
Yeah.
Because she's behind him. She's like, oh, you ain't leaving me out. Like, I'm here too. Okay. Have I read for you before?
Yeah.
Because I heard him say hello again. I'm like, okay. All right. Let's do this. Both feet flat on the floor. Wait, hold on. Your feet aren't on the floor. Ha! You're tricking me. Your dad said she didn't listen.
Only because I just had knee surgery. So
God, yeah. Okay. Okay. We'll work with that. Just see something like that before we even connect is your dad's way of letting you know that he can see what's going on in your world. Even that I can't. I have my eyes closed and he made me open them to say that.
that's funny.
Okay, let's do this. I want you to close your eyes and then I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body and then blow it directly towards me and give me a minute to focus. Okay. Oh, okay. Puzzle dump. Are you ready?
Yep.
He steps forward, and right away, I can feel the sudden, unexpected, or traumaticness of his passing. There's definitely distorted energy around him. If you've ever heard me talk about distorted energy before, it comes from pain, grief, and trauma around somebody's passing, which can distort the energy field, kind of like water will distort sound. It feels like he passed very suddenly, unexpectedly, or like when he passed, we weren't expecting it at that moment. He's not really, I'm trying to ask him like what happened, but it feels like everything happened so quickly. I got spinning thoughts. I don't really feel any pain. I'm not sure exactly what's in that. I do feel a bit of a body scan, so I'm not sure if there was like trauma and it was in the body or if there was something in the body, but at the end he was like drugged and out of it. I'm not exactly sure, but sudden, unexpected, and traumatic passing. Is that making sense?
Yeah, it does. So when my dad like was passing, it was kind of like it was really unexpected. He was pretty young. He got like pretty sick and then he ended up in the hospital and then on life support and then yeah.
Yeah. So even though he got sick like that, which is why I could feel that body scan, the reason why I'm feeling no pain is because he needs you to know that when he passed, he was not suffering. I can feel those spinning thoughts, the inability to say goodbye or the inability to communicate. And so if he wasn't able to let you guys know he wasn't suffering anymore, he needs you to know that he didn't suffer. That it's funny because I can feel people holding his hand too, and
Oh
that
yeah.
they were right with him, but it feels traumatic, like how this all happened. Like I hear beep, 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 what the heck's going on? Like, chaos erupt. You understand that?
Yeah, it was like when so I had gotten the call like that he was sick. And he was in a hospital that was like 3 hours away from us. So we had to drive down there and then I was with him along with my partner at the time and my mom. We all kind of like held his hand, said our goodbyes. He wasn't able to talk or communicate just because he was sedated, like he was
Yeah.
in a coma.
Thank you for
Um,
that. He's saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. This is what I need to say thank you because he was in pain before that. And when
yeah.
you guys sedated him, no pain. And it made it so much easier. And I see him connected with his mom on the other side. Did she pass after him though?
No, she had passed like quite a bit before he did.
I just feel so much relief to be reunited again on that side. So he must have loved his mom very much then.
He loved his mom, but I think there was a lot of things that happened between them. So when she had passed, they weren't in a good spot. And he kind of always wanted to have like that connection with her. So I think probably his passing was able to connect them.
Oh, because the relief of them being reconnected, like the heart on the other side, the heart is healing and reconnection. And your dad is just showing me huge relief. But I thought, see, usually I feel that type of relief from it is coming from grandma as well. Like she's just as relieved to be reunited with him and have that healing and connection as he is. And so that's why I thought maybe dad passed first, because sometimes I'll feel a parent when they get to that side, go, oh, thank God he's here. It's like there's that relief. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
he's holding a rose, which is birthday, anniversary, a date that happens once a year. So either it just passed or there's one coming up.
So his 2 year anniversary was in January, and then 2 days after that was his birthday.
Yeah. And I'm not sure what you did to your knee there, but he showed me that he protected you, that there's protection around you. It's in the right place at the right time at the right moment. Did you fall? Was this like a break or a fall?
Yeah, it was it's not my fondest moment in history, but yeah, I kind of like pretty much fell and then oh, that's so weird. My Siri just went off.
Happens to me all the time.
Yeah, so I twisted my knee the wrong way and then tore some ligaments and dislocated my kneecap. So
Because it feels like it could have been so much worse, but it was meant to happen because it slowed you down. Like it feels like you needed to be slowed down. Like life has a way of making you sit still when it needs you to sit still. It prevented you from doing something, from going somewhere, or making a choice or decision that would have taken you in the wrong path. Do you understand that?
yeah, I could see that.
Why do I keep seeing skiing? It doesn't make sense if you have a broken knee.
I think I've skied once in my entire life.
Are you single right now?
Yes.
Because okay, first of all, thank goodness, because that's a bold question to ask when you say me and you're not, thank goodness you're single. But for me, sometimes when they say stuff like this to me, my heart just goes, boom, 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 boom. You want me to say what? She just told me you had a partner. You just said me and my partner went and sat with my dad, and now your dad's like showing me that he's trying to set you up with somebody. So I'm like, okay, this is like, because he's like literally showing me that he's going to set you up with somebody that is romantic, that is outgoing, that is very sporty, that likes to go out and do things. There is very much an emphasis on doing things. Do you understand why he would be saying that?
Well, okay, so when you asked me if I was single, like technically I am, but like I started seeing someone and it was
Mhm.
very like unexpected. Like
Yep. Because he's trying to set you up, so that doesn't surprise me. And this guy that you're seeing right now, is he very sporty, very
like he's
athletic?
like he's very outgoing, yes.
Because your dad keeps giving you a ski suit. Like, are you somewhere where there's snow? Like, where do you live in Canada?
I live in Timmins, Ontario.
Oh, I know where that is.
Yeah.
I have lots of family up in Smooth Rock.
Okay, that's pretty close
There
to us
almost
then.
every summer. Interesting. So down. Just keep that over there because I'm not sure what skiing exactly how that relates, but your dad just showed me the movie of Time on the other side again. He's like, we'll get off this subject. Just keep that back here because he can see things you can't, and there's something coming up in your world. And there's a double meaning on that because you're going to be healthy enough very soon. You're going to be just fine. Like that leg is going to heal. So he's giving a lot of reassurance on that. So I'm not
Hmm.
sure if it's taken a long time to heal or you were worried that you wouldn't be able to do those things again or what this is, but he's giving a lot of reassurance
A
that,
little bit of both. Like so I had surgery about 3 weeks ago and my recovery is a lot more complex than I thought it was going to be. And it's taking me like a lot of time and work to like get my strength back.
yeah. He's your biggest cheerleader on the other side, let me tell you. He's like, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Get up, keep doing it. Like I'm seeing like literal therapy, having to walk on the foot again.
Yeah, it's been really challenging. Um, would those skis like be related to like snowmobiling at all?
Yes, could be. Because they have to show me whatever they have to show me to get me to say what they need me to say so you get the message you need to get. And there's something about snow and like, yes, how do you understand that?
Well, like I do like going sledding and like the person that I'm seeing like also enjoys sledding and stuff. So
He'll get you skiing too. As soon as you said that, your dad's like, yeah, he does. Like, I can feel that. You know what I said? Like that athleticness, that get it outside. The guy that you were dating before, not a bad guy, but he feels kind of dull. I don't know how to put it any other way. Like, there's something about either he's an inside guy and he's not very athletic, or there's something that is way more exciting about this guy. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, I can see that. Like the partner that I was with, he like was in a snowmobile accident. So like there's a lot of uh like I guess like barriers in our relationship.
That's the guy that you were with.
Yeah.
I got ya. I got ya. Slow down, Dad. He's so proud of you. When you said that, he's like literally showed me his heart beating out of his chest. Like, you know that scene from The Grinch where the Grinch stole Christmas where his heart gets 10 times bigger? He's so freaking proud of you because that was hard for you. Like, I got so much information. As soon as you said that, he said, yeah, do you know how hard that was for her to walk away? Because he made it difficult for you to walk away. There was guilt there. There was a lot of like, but here's the thing, he wasn't taking responsibility for his injuries. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to get up and move and do what he needed to do, right? It wasn't
Yeah.
because you didn't love him. No wonder your dad is saying that you needed somebody in your world that was athletic, that can get you going and moving because he was like standing still. I got it. I got it. He knows that that was hard for you, and he's very proud of you for choosing yourself. And you're still friends with that guy, though, right?
Like we're still like it's a very complicated situation. I kind of left like in like a hurry just because there's a lot of things that were happening. But I have no like bad feeling. Like I just want the best for him. Like
You will reunite. This will heal, honey, okay? Your dad is showing me that that's why again, he's showing me the time on the other side. They can see all of time because showing me in the future that he's showing me this. It goes like this, wave patterns right? So relationships, sometimes we're in each other's lives and then we go apart again and then we come back together again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel how much you love this guy still. That hasn't changed. And I know that walking away is like the hardest thing that you've ever done. But what's interesting is, did you hurt your knee after you walked away?
No, it was before, but I had my surgery after. So I kind of left and then I had my surgery like the following month.
Because what your dad was saying in the beginning is that this whole knee thing happened around you too, to slow you down, to hold you back, to make you sit, to make you feel. Sometimes when we're going through a situation like that, we just want to run away. Like you said, I ran so fast. You just want to get away from the pain and you just want to move on. You know what I mean? But what life needs you to do is sit with it for a little bit and just really sit with that emotion and make sure that you're not running away from it, that you are processing it and healing it as you go. He's emphasizing that you and him will find healing, but he's got to stop being angry. He's very pissed off, and there's nothing you can do to change that. I can feel the anger from here. It smells, it stinks. And you can feel
It's
it.
crazy because I don't have any anger, but I can see, like, I know he's angry. Like, I know he's really, really, really hurting.
But that's okay, because sometimes it has to get worse before it gets better, right? He's
Yeah.
got to stop feeling sorry for himself. He's
Oh
very
yeah.
pissed off. He's very pissed off, not just at you. It's not just that he's pissed off at you. He's pissed off at life. I can feel that he feels like he got robbed. All this stuff got taken from him. But what life is trying to show him, that he's the one. You stuck by his side. You were like glue by his side, your dad said. And he literally kind of forced you out of his life. He's got to see what he lost and know that the accident didn't take it from him. His attitude did that, right?
That makes perfect sense.
But again, your dad shows me this, that you guys are going to go apart and then you will come back together again, and you will go apart and you will come back together again. He wants to reassure you that this is not the end, and that you have to sometimes it's that old saying, if you love someone, let them go. If they come back to you, they're yours. If they don't, they never were.
Mhm.
And I feel a friendship between the two of you guys that's going to last a lifetime, but I don't feel like he can take you to where you need to go. I don't feel like he can. He is the man that is going to be able to love you and go in the same direction that you're moving this way in life, right? You got these plans, these dreams, and he's going this way. So letting go of that relationship so that you can go this way is going to allow you guys to come back together at a time when there's healing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Are you in school as well? Because your dad's writing, and I'm seeing a lot of writing and writing and writing and writing. So either you're in school or you're doing a lot of journaling.
So I just like this year I graduated from my bachelor's program, and I just sent an email to inquire about doing my master's.
Dad's like beating his chest like a gorilla. He's so freaking proud of you. See, this is the thing. Remember I said that they didn't want you distracted on that, and they needed to sit you down and make you feel it? If you weren't sitting here, if you didn't break your knee, if you weren't at this position in your life right now, you may not have considered going back. You were all focused over here and trying to do everything for him. This situation that you're in now is helping you focus on what you need moving forward. Does that make sense?
That makes a lot of sense because I think I invested a lot of my time and energy into my relationship because he struggled with addiction and stuff. So my main focus was always him, not myself.
Yeah. This too shall pass. Your dad really likes this new guy. I know you're not in love with him yet. He's pretty new, but he's a lot of fun. And your dad's saying, just go and have some fun. You deserve that. And this guy really likes you, by the way. I can feel him bragging about you to all his friends, talking about how pretty you are and how lucky he is. And like, score! Like, I feel like this guy's been chasing you for a while. Has he been chasing you for a while? Is this like, why am I
No,
getting this?
It's actually, well, it's weird. Okay, so like I used to have a job before, like at a pharmacy, and he actually used to like I hired him to plow a pharmacy, but like I never like seen him or like anyway, so like and then we actually so Cassandra, the girl that you just read for, is my friend, and we met at her wedding.
Aww.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this guy thinks you're it, though. Cassandra, if you're her friend and you know this guy too, have you heard him bragging about her yet? Because I can hear it in the background. Have you heard this?
Yes, all the time.
Yep.
And it's like nonstop where it's like, okay, is there any time we can change the topic? Not to be rude, I love hearing about GMK, but sometimes like, okay, it's enough there.
I'm telling you. Your dad said that it's time that you're with somebody that makes you feel like the beautiful princess that you are. And this other guy, it's not that he doesn't love you, it's that he doesn't know how to love himself, and you can't give what you don't have.
That's like the most accurate thing someone's ever told me.
You're exactly where you need to be. And I know that sounds crazy with a broken knee, but it is one of the best things that could have ever happened to you because it helps you now be situated and make new choices and decisions that are going to take you in a new direction, that are going to bring you the happiness and the joy that you've been asking for. Sometimes when you're praying for something in your life, I call it the bread in the tire store. Sometimes it's like you're praying for bread. Please give me bread. Please give me bread. Every day I get up and I go to the store, God, but there's never any bread at the store. Well, you're going to the frickin' tire store. There's never going to be bread at the tire store. So what happens is God will eventually close the door, lock the door so you can't go in. And then you're like, well, this store's closed. So now I have to go look at a different store to find the bread. And guess what? There's the bread. Sometimes God will take you off the path that you're on because what you're asking for is not on that path. And he's got to put you on a new path so that you can receive what you've asked for. Does that make sense?
That's so accurate. The funniest, well, not it's not funny, but so like I was planning on like staying at the house like through my recovery, even though like we weren't together or anything. But then I had left. So now I'm living at my aunt's house until I get my house, like my new house. And none of my family or friends knew anything that was going on because I protected him so much. And now I feel like I've had no choice but to share and be open with my family, which is probably what I needed like
Yeah.
through this time.
It's exactly. And as you say that, I see the heart going around you and mom. You and your mom have reconnected and gotten closer over the last few months as well. Hey?
Yeah, so like when I had first left like my relationship, I started living at my mom's house, and me and my mom haven't lived together in like years and years. So I think she probably enjoyed having me around.
Very much so. As much as I can hear that guy bragging in the background, I can hear your mom just being like, oh, my girl's home. She doesn't feel so lonely, especially after dad's been gone.
That, and I think my mom, not that she didn't like, she really loved like my partner, but she was always kind of worried for me, and she always kind of told me like, it's time to let go, and I couldn't like listen to anybody. So when I came home, my mom was probably really relieved about that.
Yeah. She just wants you to be happy. Your dad's giving her puzzles. Does she do puzzles?
No, but my aunt that I'm living with does puzzles. Like that's all she
Okay.
does.
Okay, so that's just his way of showing you that he's with you and seeing what's going around, because I'm seeing the mother figure doing puzzles and he's showing me the puzzles.
My aunt is like my second mom. Like she's been around since before I was even born. Like, and she's my mom's like bestest friend. And she's like, that's why I'm staying here, is because she's helping me like recover. And yeah, so that makes a lot of sense.
Thanking her for that. See, that's what I mean. They're randomly specific. It's a random message, but it's very specific to your situation. That's just your dad's way of saying, I'm with you. I see what's going on in your world, and I'm absolutely with you. Tell me what you need. I will line it up for you. He's there with you. He very much made sure that leg did not break any worse than it did. And he said that once you start visualizing your healing, because you visualize right now for a long time, you've been talking and visualizing how hard it is. And so what you do when you think it's hard and you speak it's hard and you feel it's hard, you take that hard from the past and you put it in your future. Your job is to visualize how easy it is. You got to visualize yourself walking. You got to visualize how easy you heal. Visualize a miracle happening and you wake up and are like jumping up and down. Woohoo, how'd this happen? Doesn't matter if it's possible. Your job is to visualize it and they will make it happen. Maybe not waking up and totally healed all in one day, but you know what I mean. They will help line these things up in your world. Your job is to visualize it the way that you want it to go, to speak the story the way that you want it to go, and not keep telling the same story from the past and putting it in your future. This world that we live in, your reality is your thoughts and your speech and your emotions. So this is why oftentimes we get stuck in these cycles, and you were stuck in a cycle for a while. So the way you get out of that cycle is you got to see things differently. That's kind of another reason why you have a broken knee right now, because it makes it impossible for you to do what you've always done before. You have to do things differently now, which means you can think of them differently. If you can think of them differently, they will turn out differently, but you have to be able to visualize it, because what you think and what you speak is what you create in your tomorrow. Does that make sense?
That's crazy. Yeah. Cause I was actually even like talking with a lot of my friends and I was like, I've never sat in my feelings, or like, I've always been the type of person that's just like, go, go, go. Like, I'm not used to just like chilling, and like right now I can't drive and can't really do anything because like of my knee, it's my driving leg. So, and
Yeah, life's funny that way. You need to sit still? Okay, done. They don't make you sit still anyway. They have to.
I don't
Again,
doubt that because
it's
I can
happening
see
for
that.
you, not to you. Aw. All right. Dad just wrapped his arms around you, gave you a big old kiss on your cheek, and just wants you to know that he's there with you. And he's like, now that you're visualizing getting healthier, you're going to heal so much faster than you ever dreamed. But it's about getting on board. Literally give yourself the homework to sit down every day for 5 minutes a day and just visualize yourself running and walking and swimming and driving and doing all those things. That's all you got to do. And watch how quickly that starts to change, how quickly you get better. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, I'm gonna let him pull his energy back. I hope that was helpful.
Very, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, ladies, I'm gonna come up to you in a second here. I have to. Nikki, you stuck your camera on. I'm sorry, it's your fault. Is this Katrina? Yeah, because the mom's standing right behind her going, please just tell her I'm here. I know that this was unexpected. You didn't even know we were going to be here, but you got to tell her I'm standing right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. Your mom's on the other side, Katrina?
Yeah. Yes.
Are you okay with me doing a quick little message?
Yes.
All right, let's do this. Because she's like, I'll be quick, I promise. She's been sitting here begging the whole time, going, please.
I tell you it was her.
Okay, let's do this. So both feet flat on the ground for me. I want you to close your eyes, and then I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it directly towards me, and give me a minute to focus. Okay, so right away she showed me the body scan. As she steps forward, she shows me the body scan, which is my symbol for more than one issue in the body or pain throughout the body. And she really took me to the stomach. I felt really nauseous. Then she stands up on the other side and she's like, whew, I feel so much better over here and I can eat whatever I want. There's no nausea, I have no pain, and there's a lot of clarity of thought now. It feels like she was trying to communicate at the end, but I'm seeing the holding of the hand, which is my symbol that she knew that you were there with her, or somebody was there with her when she took her last breath. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Do you understand the nausea or the stomach pain?
Yeah, she had cancer. And she was sick at the end. She couldn't even eat.
That's what she's telling me. She can eat everything again. She's like, yeah, this girl doesn't eat enough. Make sure she knows that I can see everything. And she's watching what you're eating. She's playing the song Dancing in the Sky in my head. Do you understand that?
Remember, we've said like Dancing in the Sky when Tika died.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
that I
balloon,
remember.
Dancing in the
Yes.
Sky.
Why didn't I remember that? She's giving you new shoes.
New shoes.
It's interesting. It's not an accident in the order that spirit brings through the messages. She showed me dancing in the sky. She's giving you new shoes, dancing shoes maybe, nice shoes, getting you out of the house. She's literally pushing you out of the house and telling you to get out and go socialize more, which is funny because you're at Nikki's house socializing right now. Got ya.
Did you buy new shoes for vacation?
You're going on vacation?
I went. I just got back.
No, there's something about shoes. You need dress up shoes, or you're going to an event or a wedding or something like this. She's dressing you up and you need shoes for this.
Okay.
That's okay. You keep that there. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
let's circle back to it because
It'll
she's
come
like
back.
shaking her head. She's like, I know what I'm talking about. I don't care if you know. I know what I'm talking about. Is your dad also on the other side? Because she just brought forward the father figure that's over there. So if this is not your dad, then it's her dad because she said dad's here.
That must be her father.
And I see this, which is my symbol for close, the heart going around the two of them, which is my symbol for healing or reconnection. I smell cigarette smoke. Who's the smoker on that side? Was that her dad was the smoker?
Her mother.
So
Her father probably.
they're all together on that side, giving you the rose, which is birthday, anniversary, or a date that happens once a year. Whose birthday?
My birthday's coming up.
Go buy yourself some freaking shoes for your birthday. They loved the trip though, wherever you just went. Both your parents are now showing me the suitcase and that they went with you. But you must have gone somewhere warm, did you?
Yes.
Because I
Yes.
see the sunscreen on the nose and like the socks up to the knees. That's just like my symbol that we went somewhere hot. We're old people.
Yeah.
We went with you.
Yes. Yep.
Slow this down. What does that mean, Mom? Your mom's really much walking around your house, wanting you to know that she's there. She pushed everybody else back. She's like, okay, I didn't think I was going to get this much time. I just wanted you to know that they were all here with me and that I was safe and at peace on this side. But she's also doing something in your yard. I feel like there's gardening or something. There's talk about doing plants or something differently this year because she's like placing plants around your house, but it feels different. Like, I don't know if you usually garden or something, or you're thinking about doing different gardening, but she's talking about being there for this and wanting to help with this. Do you have flowers around your house? I know it's winter right now, but come spring.
Yeah.
Plants.
Plants. Yeah. I have plants. Sunflowers. Yeah.
Did your mom like to garden a lot?
No. My mother-in-law.
So we got another person coming in then, because this person
Should we-
loves gardening, let
Yes.
me tell you.
Yes. And she's got the roses and the flowers and the gardening.
We got competition going on then. So you're married because she just put the white blanket around when you said my mother-in-law. Sorry, Nikki doesn't tell me a lot about you. I know that she has a friend named Katrina who's interested in this. That's why as soon as I saw you sitting there and I felt the mother figure, I'm like, it's gotta be Katrina. But I don't know if she's ever discussed having a husband, but I can feel the white blanket going around his shoulders, which is my symbol for watching over somebody who has health or stress issues. So you're still married and he's still here?
Yep.
So your mother-in-law's thanking you for watching over him and wanting you to do more gardening this year because she loves gardening.
Mm-hmm.
I feel grateful for the choices and decisions that were made around my passing. She's been there for some time though, hasn't she? Like
No.
how long?
6 months.
Oh, I was
6
going to
months.
say 5-6 years, but 5-6 months. Okay. That would make sense why she's kind of butting in right now, showing me my symbol for choices and decisions and wanting to thank you guys for the choices and decisions that you guys made around her passing. Was she in a different city or a different place when she passed?
No.
Because she's showing me distance or space. So if she wasn't a distance away, then had it been some time since you spoke, or what is the distance or space?
I know her husband had passed like many years ago, so maybe it's him. Sorry, I have to get in
Yeah,
because I
no,
know
no.
how this works.
Yeah.
And your husband, again, the white blanket around his shoulders, he's having some health issues right now, yeah?
he did.
Is this like heart?
No. Well, he had leukemia.
Oh,
So it sort of, when he went through chemo, it sort of affected everything, his heart, lungs.
because his mom is like showing me the heart and that they're watching over and protected his heart and his heart's going to be okay. That's what she's saying.
Yeah.
So this down. Your mom's like, hey, get out of the way, lady. It's my turn. She came. She said, I get to talk.
Flowers.
Yeah. No.
Her mom's name is Lily. You brought up flowers. Sorry, I
Yeah.
went right over my head.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. You figured it out.
Yeah. That's what the flowers is.
And the gardening, yeah.
So your mother-in-law stepped forward to help with that. She's just going to take
Yeah.
great advantage. You don't understand that? I do. I'll take that one. You know, they've connected on the other side and I'm seeing the handshake. So did they not get along so well here in the physical?
No, they got along great.
Okay, so they've reconnected on that side. They definitely show me that handshake. That actually kind of makes sense the way that they're like communicating back and forth.
Yeah.
Your mom's glad that you went. Did you just get your hair done recently or something? Because she's like, I'm so glad I went with you. Just let her know that I go with her.
I did my own.
She thinks it's good, but you don't usually do your own, do you?
Yeah, I always do my own.
Aw, because she's making me feel like it's professionally done.
Oh, thank you.
She's pulling her energy back. She doesn't have a huge amount to say, but she shows me the picture and she's making me feel like you talk to it all the time. Like I can hear you talking to her picture. Do you
Yeah.
understand that?
Yeah.
Because spirit uses synchronicity and alignment to put you in the right place at the right time at the right moment. And she's taking credit for you being here right now. I don't know how that all came about. All I know is my friend said, hey, can I join your live and watch? And I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. I'll send you the link. Next thing I know, here we are, and your mom's taking credit for it. So however that lined up, she lined it up to give you the message that A, your husband's going to be okay. B, she hears everything that you're saying to you. C, your mother-in-law made it on the other side, and this year she wants more plants around the house. Lilies would be a good thing to plant because that'll remind you of your mom every single time you
Yeah.
see them. So she likes that idea. But
Yes.
they also want to thank you for everything that you did around mother-in-law's passing as well, and to let you know that they are definitely reconnected on that side. And I feel like they've been placed or buried together. Either they're cremated and placed together or they're buried and placed together. Do you understand that? Got you. And wishing you a happy birthday on the way out. Go get some shoes. I don't know why you need shoes, but you need
Don't know what
shoes.
to choose.
Birthday shoes, something. Did your mom like shopping?
Yeah.
Sometimes their personality just comes through, right? So,
Yeah.
and that's just, it's like, they don't care if I understand or not. If your mom liked to shop and it's your birthday coming up, she'd be like, we're going shopping. It's your birthday. We're getting some new shoes. Let's go.
That's her.
Just know that she hears everything you're saying, and she's thanking Nikki for giving her this opportunity to come through. She's also holding the piece of jewelry, so she knows that you have the jewelry. The only jewelry I'm wearing is my necklace, so she's holding that. But is that what you're wearing?
I
right
have her ashes in my necklace.
Got ya, because that's what she just did this, and she's
Yeah.
like, tell her I know about that.
Aw. Goosebumps.
No.
Now she's pulling her energy back. She's
Aw.
like, okay, now you can go watch your show. Are you waiting to go watch a show?
Oh my God. I was watching a show when she called.
Oh,
Said, hey, I'm watching TV. Do you want to come over? I'm watching the show. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll come over.
your mom just said that. Now you can go watch your show. She's
Aw.
thanking you for giving her a chance to let you know she's okay on that side.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I'm pulling back. I'm coming to Timmy. He's like, in your lap, Mom, right away. He's like, go to me first, go to me first, go to me first. He loved that with your grandma, just so you know. Timmy was loving that on the other side. I see him a lot with your grandma's mom, hey? I see him hanging out with the mother figures on the other side because he's like a little flirt. right? You know, that little age, that 2-year-old.
Yeah.
I know that personality. I can feel it. Oh, do you remember me telling you the story about the little boy that came and sat with us and the whole Timmy thing and all that after? Do you remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my friend that was there with me. The one that called in on the phone that experienced that with me. That's my friend there that was here in Calgary.
I was gonna ask you that. And then who's the one that helped ship the PS5?
That's her. She's the one that sent
That's
it to
her,
you.
right?
Yes.
I wanted
Yeah.
to say thank you to her. Yeah.
Oh,
I want to say thank
you're
you
welcome. You're welcome.
for the help.
Aw, anytime. We're all here for that.
She paid the shipping on that too. Totally. Didn't even charge me for shipping.
Yeah, and I saw your big boy there for a while, when you first came in.
Behind you there.
Yeah.
Awesome. It's funny because again, I feel like Timmy coordinated that because you've thought about that, right? So he's like, oh, I'll bring her here for one of these and you can have a chance to say hello. He's talking about, I'm seeing like candy, honey, candy. Like, have you been eating a lot of candy lately? Is there something about sugar or candy?
I mean, I've been eating some Reese Hearts.
I don't know what those are,
That's
but
about it.
that's candy, right?
You know, it's Reese cups, you know,
Oh, Reese's, like, I see what you're saying.
but they're shaped like hearts, you know, because of Valentine's Day.
So he's liking that. I don't think you eat a lot of chocolate, a lot of candy very often because he's showing me the candy and he's like, because they taste what you taste,
Yeah.
right? You're dealing with a 2-year-old here. So he's like, yum, that's yum. So I can see you looking for houses. He's talking about, see, this is the thing. When you come back every week, their messages change a little bit. And he's talking about looking for houses and, but telling you not to get so stressed about it, to just leave it open, to just like look at it with curiosity. Like, I wonder what's available today. Just don't get stressed about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you guys get newspapers out there? Do you have
We do, but I don't get one.
I'm seeing him looking at like a newspaper or something. Like, could be a magazine, maybe. It's definitely not a screen. It's old school paper.
I'm not gonna take that personally.
Maybe he's telling me to buy the newspaper then.
No. He's showing me something that's happening in your world. So they'll bring up details that are going on in your world that I can't know. I'm seeing you reading something. I'm seeing like a magazine or paper.
Well, I'm not reading magazine. I did buy Boo
Comic
a
book.
Bible, but like a beginner's Bible.
Like pictures?
There's pictures in it, but there's words to it. Like tells the story of the Bible, like simple in kid form.
Yeah.
So, because I told Sharif that he needs to start learning more about God.
That makes my heart beat. I love that. It's like old school, right? Like they're showing me like old school, like an actual book. It's not on
Yes,
your
a physical book. Yes, I literally physically bought it.
One foot in front of the other.
Funny, I'm still seeing newspapers though.
Oh, damn it. I don't know.
You have a dog?
Because I'm not looking at newspapers.
You have a dog?
Unless he's talking. No, we don't have a dog. But I mean, Dad brings a newspaper home once in a while because he delivers newspapers sometimes for this place.
Okay, now we're talking. Your dad delivers newspapers?
Yeah, and maybe Timmy's telling me to look in the one newspaper because Dad did offer, oh, I brought this paper home today, but I just brushed it off because what do I want to look in a newspaper for?
So
I can
here's
look at
the
it
thing.
online.
Here's the thing. It's a random, very random message, but it's very specific to what is going on in your situation. It doesn't mean that you need to buy a newspaper. It doesn't mean anything like that. What it means is that Timmy was there with you at that exact moment when your dad handed you that paper. He's there because that is very specific to something I can't know. He's showing me the newspaper. He's like, keeps giving it to me. Even when you talked about the Bible, he's like, yeah, that's nice. Great. That's awesome. And that makes my heart like, very proud of you and Boo, but that's not what he was talking about. He's like, no, the newspaper. I saw that. Like he was there for that moment. This is what I mean. When I've read for you so many times, Spirit, the messages they're going to bring through are going to be details that are going on in your life that are very random, but they want you to know that they're there for that they're seeing what's going on. Like, okay, go watch your show now, because I can't know that. Do you know what I mean? Those kinds of details are what is so important, because they're there for everything, the good stuff, the bad stuff, the boring stuff. There was nothing very exciting about that moment at all, was there? But it,
No, that's why I didn't think of it.
but here's the thing. That's exactly why it's so important, because Timmy needs you to know that he's there for all of it, the boring stuff, the fun stuff, the, all of it, that he's seeing everything going on in the house.
Well, he should have had fun the other day.
Where
I'm
did you guys
surprised he
get it?
didn't bring that up.
See, they got to have it in my library. When you said he should have had fun the other day, I felt sweaty. So whatever that is, where did you guys go? Because it made me sweaty.
Yeah. Well, you shouldn't have gotten sweaty. We went to the movie theater.
That's why. I know you guys might not get sweaty at a movie theater, but ask my friend who has to go with me into public places. That would make me sweat like a son of a bitch. Excuse my language. I can't do public places. We tried to go to a pool when she was out here. It didn't happen.
Oh, because of all the spirit?
Yes.
Yeah.
So instead,
well,
she
yeah, we
went
were
with me
cold. It
and
was
they
actually
touched her
cold
butt.
in that movie theater.
Whatever movie you saw, he said it was good, but he's still not really interested in movies. He's at that age, like they're just not that interested in movies still. At like 2, 3
Yeah.
years old, he's just like whatever. It's more fun for Boo than it was for me. But he, like, I would have been sweating my butt off because he would have been sitting there talking to me. I can't do that. You turn all the lights off and put me in a dark room with a whole bunch of strangers. What do you think happens to me? Yeah, no.
Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now,
Yeah.
Rinvoq is a once daily pill that reduces the itch.
Like your dad in the background with the TV blaring.
Rinvoq patients felt
Oh, but that's because Boo wanted the cable on it. We're at Grandma's house tonight, so.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
clear or almost.
I'm not sitting at the kitchen table like I normally do.
Well, that makes sense why it feels so much lighter in your atmosphere. I was gonna say, you look
Yeah,
happy
because Dad's not
today.
here. Yeah, Dad's not here. That's why. There's no tension.
Yeah.
Tell your doctor if you are making some friends.
Yeah.
As Timmy's pulling his energy back, he's like showing me muffins or something. Like, what did you guys bake today? What was just made in the oven? Because he's like all excited about the food that was made.
The Mexican hots. We made Mexican hots today at the house.
What are Mexican hats?
Mexican hots are like, it's hamburger meat with like breadcrumbs, eggs, hot pepper, and then you flatten it out on a baking sheet, cook in the oven, then you can make some meat sauce. Yeah.
Sounds spicy, but
If
he
I
likes
come
it.
visit you someday, I'll bring you a couple.
No, I don't do spice. Timmy likes spice. He's like showing
No,
me.
I don't like the spicy either, so it wouldn't be that hot, trust me.
Okay, good, because he's loving it. So it's funny as you say that I see this almost 3-year-old sitting over there eating this, and he's like, "If I can eat it, you can eat it. Suck it up, Buttercup." Like he's like laughing at me. Grandma, your great grandma is like thanking you for doing that as well. By the way, there's so much relief to be able to give that message to Grandma. Is she the
Yeah.
one that was doing the cooking today as well?
Grandma, no. No, I did I helped Dad do the Mexican hots, kind of. you know. But I did the meat sauce. I actually did the meat sauce and then bounced up to grandma's house.
Got ya. I'm just seeing muffins. I still keep seeing muffins, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
So I
Um,
don't want to interrupt, but I used the muffin tin to make these lasagna muffin bite things for dinner the other night.
So Timmy's like bouncing back and forth here, hun. So remember I said he's starting to pull his energy back, and then he started showing me these muffin tins and stuff. So yes, this is how they piggyback messages. It means both things at the same time.
hey, what are you talking about?
Oftentimes messages are very multifaceted. They can mean more than one thing at the exact same time. So that's his way of bridging over here as well. Amy, have you been exercising lately? Because he's like making me feel like you're working out or something. And then he shows me here your thoughts, and he's like, you can do it, you could do it, you could do it. You're muted though. I can't hear you, hun.
I'm just eating better. My job is physical, so I feel like I work out every day.
You must not have wanted to go into work recently, because he's like cheerleading you over here. He's like, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it.
All day today, you can ask Jen. I was like, I want to go home.
Yeah. See, very
Why did I come in?
Oh, this is your friend down here? Isn't that cool? See, I love when Spirit does that. I don't know you guys are connected. She just happened to get picked in the live last week. The same day she bought it. Oh my God, you guys are just freaking me out a little bit here today. So he just wanted you.
I had got her ticket for her because she was too scared to do it. And I'm like, forget it. I'm going to get it. Then you have to do it.
That's so awesome. So just know he was walking around with you today. I keep seeing a dog too, though. And now that I'm talking to you, it's getting clearer. Why?
We're moving. And there's like so the guy that was showing us the place when we were looking at it on Sunday, he was like, you guys have a dog? Because there's like a fenced in area that's bigger than what we have now. And we're like, yeah, we're not getting a dog. We have 4 cats, so no more animals right now.
Is there an upstairs neighbor or another apartment attached to that house? Like, is it 2-property house?
No, it's just bigger. There's more bedroom space. Like there's another room in there. We're going from a 2-bedroom to a 3-bedroom.
You're taking mom with you, right?
Yep.
So glad about that.
We needed the extra room.
And you've already got the keys? Because
not yet.
You hear that dog keeps barking? I'm telling you, you guys are getting a dog.
He could be piggybacking the message, because the other day at work, I ran into a couple dogs. The customer let the dog out and it came up to me, and I'm like freaking out. I'm like, I'm not supposed to have a dog around. Oh, they're friendly. I'm like, yeah, but we're not supposed to be delivering if the dog's out.
You're terrified of dogs.
You hear those dogs go nuts
Yeah,
on you?
I was freaking out. You don't understand.
So
I
Timmy
wanted to
was
run back
with
to my
you
van.
at that moment, and I do see that symbol for protection. He's like, it's all good, Mom. Even though they feel like they're little dogs, he's like kind of laughing at you.
Yeah, she's terrified of them. She put that fear on Boo, poor kid.
Aw. So I think that's why he's like, get a dog, just get a little poodle. Then she won't be afraid no more.
No.
Aw.
She's like convinced. My period was weird this last time, and it was like 3 days. And Christina's convinced I'm pregnant, but I'm pretty sure I'm not.
It's due now again? You're gonna make us wait another 3 weeks?
No, I just had my period. I'm in ovulation phase.
Oh. God, yeah. I know it's coming soon, honey. I know it's coming soon.
I'm not convinced. I'm just saying that I had a 3-day period And then I never got another one and I was pregnant for Timmy baby. That's all I'm saying.
Well, the cards are not disagreeing either. So Ace of Swords cuts through all obstacles. And this is wish fulfillment. It's the same card that came up earlier on the live. Were you attending that live? Did you ask the same frickin' question? Because you got the
No,
same.
I asked if I was doing the right things going forward because we have so many new things happening and we need this new place, but it's going to be such a fast move. And I'm like, I don't know. But then we decided to do it. We need the room.
Yeah.
So we're like, yeah, we can't pass this opportunity off. And it's across the street from his best friend. So kind of just pass this deal up.
And Spirit has a way of getting you ready to be ready before you even know that you need to be there. So if you were going to get pregnant, like say a month or 2 months from now, it would be very inconvenient to be trying to move after you find out you're pregnant, right? It would be better to have already been moved and then find out you're pregnant so that you are situated. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're getting you ready to be ready. Whenever something like that happens, that's a good indication that pregnancy is on the way because your loved ones are lining things up so that you'll be ready to be ready when it happens.
Well, that's what I told Josh because like we were supposed to have a place before, remember? And we're like, oh, we're just waiting now. And then a new place just popped in out of nowhere and he called us about it. And we just looked at it and we liked it. I was like, we got to take it because like we need the room. I was like, and I don't want to be doing this 9 months pregnant.
Do you have carpet in the place that you're in now?
No, and none in this next one, thank God.
Because they're talking about cleaning out this place and that it's going to be easier than you think. Something about getting the stains off the floor.
So there's like no stains on the floor, but it's like living lifestyle kind of crap where there's some like, it's not like dirt, but you know how it gets like on the white part, like a spot or two is on there. I just want to get those off. But like after looking at this place, I was like, mine's going to be a breeze. I'm such a clean person. I don't think it's going to be as hard as I thought it was going to be, especially moving because it's literally in the same area. We don't have to go far at all. And we're going to be able to get rid of so much stuff that we don't need.
It's funny because I heard it's about time. One way or another, we're going to get you. They're playing that song in my head now. I say they because you got all your relatives talking at once.
It's because I was like stressing and I was like, this is going to be so quick, but we need the space. And I'm like, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. So when you said to me, he's like, you can do it. You could do it. That's what I keep telling myself. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it.
You can do it. They're getting you ready to be ready. It's like, look at me. They made me move into this new house. Why? Now I got my book coming out and I got more success coming in than I've ever had before. So they needed to put me into a position where I would be able to sustain that before it comes in, rather than have all that success come in and then try to facilitate the move. This is how you can tell that things are turning out the way that you want them. Everything you wanted is on its way because they're getting you ready to be ready, and it comes in like that. Your job is to not force it. Christina, this is for you too, because you're looking to move as well. Your job is not to force or like, what's a better way to say this? When you're looking to move, don't go, please, 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 please. I hope there's a place. I need a place. I need a place. I don't think I'll ever find one. Don't be in that energy. The energy is to do just what you guys did. Visualize what you need. 3 bedrooms, bigger house, more yard, more space, and then give it to your loved ones and say, line it up for me. And when it's ready, you will be in the right place at the right moment at the right time, and it will just unfold in your world. Your job is not to map the route there. This house fell in your lap. You didn't have to go looking for it. It came to you. And why? Because you've spent a lot of time visualizing what you want. You talked about what you want. You knew exactly what you want. Therefore, your loved ones just lined it up and brought it to you. That's how it works. So for you, Christina, that's a double message to remind you because you've been through so much that you might have to work on that a little bit because there's a lot of like frustration in that vibration too, right? So looking at that and visualizing the perfect house for you and Boo, and just knowing that it's going to come in at exactly the right moment that it's meant to. And you don't have to worry about anything. They will do the work for
No,
you.
I'm not worried about it, and that's why I've been like looking on like online and stuff, and I'm like, okay, I can do this kind of stuff, Timmy. You see what I'm looking at? This
Yeah.
ain't bad. And then like some of those other like grubby houses, I'm like, nah, this is not what we want, Timmy. We don't want this. And I've been showing him.
So just know that when this kind of thing happens, that's just giving you reassurance that that's how it's going to happen for you too. You might not know or be able to see where you're going to move to until a week or two before you move. And then it's all just going to go line right up for you.
I know he's shown me lots. I trust
You
him.
just put socks on your feet too. Did you have really cold feet recently? Like, were you complaining about cold toes or cold feet? Why is Timmy putting socks on your feet?
Yeah. It was cold the other day and I didn't like layer up like I wanted to. Like I forgot to put like an extra sweater on top and I'm like, damn, it's cold today. Yeah.
Again, just giving you validations. He's given you a lot of validations that are just very random, but are very specific to what's going on in your world because he just needs you to know that he hasn't left you. He's going to be with you every day. Everywhere you go, he's there with you. Keep talking to him. He hears you because I can hear you talking to him all day.
I can hear him. Yeah, I talk to him all day, every day at work. It's me and him in the van.
Okay, do you realize how cute this is?
I know he keeps going in my brain and telling me, put the radio on. And I almost did the other day because we were going to Altamont. And I'm like, well, I gotta go 8 miles, the GPS says, so I think I could I almost put the radio on. He almost got me. I might do it next time because like I'm starting to learn it better. He's getting me there.
You're doing amazing. I just see him sitting beside you with his little sippy cup. He's like, mommy's cup, my cup. You've got like a coffee cup, obviously like some kind of tumbler or coffee cup or something like that in the car with you. Cause he's like, mommy's cup, my cup. And I see like a little sippy cup. Interesting. Do you take your coffee with you?
I don't drink the coffee, remember? Because then I gotta pee more.
Right. Do you bring water with you?
No toilet, you know? Yes, water.
Because he's like showing me his cup and your cup right side by side.
That could be why my GPS was a little wacky the other day because he must have sat in the front seat instead of sitting in the back like he was supposed to.
He's very much sitting there right beside you. It's exactly what he's showing me. Sitting right beside you, drinking his little sippy cup, wanting you to know everywhere you go, he's going with you. All right, you guys. They're very much pulling their energy back now. Any last questions before I totally let them pull their energy back? No. He just like kissed your cheek like this. Like really hard kissed your cheek. And oh no, you know what he did? He did that just to get my attention. And then have you ever heard of butterfly kisses? You know what butterfly kisses are? With your eyelash.
Yes. You know how me and Timmy put our foreheads together?
That's what he's just doing. He's doing this. He's like showing me that butterfly kisses. He like smushed your cheeks and then he gave you butterfly kisses. Aww.
Oh yeah, he used to do that with Amy. I used to put our nose together. What's that? The Eskimo kisses or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah, we would put our we would put our foreheads together and we would just stare at each other and blink and stuff all the time.
Actually, he had Macy do that one day to her.
Yeah, just
and
one
she's
time.
never done it since.
I was really missing him and I went to the kitchen and Macy just did it like a couple of times and I'm like, shut up.
She's your little niece, right?
Yeah, the baby. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's teaching her. He's like, teaching her.
It's easier to start focusing on
All right, you guys, I'm going to let them pull their energy back from now. Have an
Thank
amazing
you.
night. Sorry, my face is glowing and you can hardly see me. It's just the lighting in here. Shit, like that
You're
sometimes.
all right.
Thank
Drives me
you.
nuts.
The
Yeah.
only thing the only thing is, can you make sure that you post this live because my Aunt Kat wants to see Grandma's reading.
Yeah, I can. I haven't posted the last couple of them, but I have them. I just haven't posted them yet, but I have them. Nobody's asked for them. So if somebody asks for them, I'll post them, but sometimes I just like keeping these groups kind of private because they're kind of private, you know what I mean? So if you guys
No, I get it. Even if you want to just send it to my thing and then I could send it to my aunt. That's
I'll
fine.
post it on YouTube. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all.
Okay.
And then you'll be able to have it. I just
Thank you.
sometimes I forget to post it on Facebook too. But and Facebook blocks me. That's one of the reasons I stopped posting it on Facebook because they block me and they limit me and they shadow ban me every time I post one of these videos.
Where are you gonna post it then?
On YouTube.
YouTube.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Bye, you guys. Have an amazing
you.
rest of your night. Mwah.
Bye.
You too.
See you tomorrow.